Happy day, I am Aarti Jairam from Department of Visual Communication. Today I will be taking you through the basics of brand management. Brand and product are two terms that are often used interchangeably, but these two terms have different meanings. Product is a marketable offering, whereas brand is everything that is constitute of that particular product. According to the branding expert Gustav Hafran, says that brand is that additional value that a customer is ready to pay instead of a nameless product. So, to tell you the actual difference, brand is nothing but everything that we can associate with a product, whether it is an assurance, a promise, or the pledge or the commitment, whereas product is just a marketable offering. A brand consists of three different components. One is the visual identity, everything that you can see in a particular brand, which is the logo, packaging, colors, look and feel of that particular product. Whereas also it consists the core benefits that is being offered by that particular brand, which we can give an example like, for example, a brand named Dettol, which says that 99% germs are killed using this particular brand. That is the core benefit offered by that particular brand. Whereas mission includes what that brand basically wants to communicate over a period of time or its short-term goals. So, once the CEO of Sunkist once said that orange is an orange until orange is a Sunkist orange. So, Sunkist is a brand, orange is a product. Another important component of brand building exercise is the brand image. Brand image is nothing but the perception of the brand in the minds of the consumer. How can one build a perception about one's brand? So, to define it clearly, we can say that brand image is a mental image that reflects the way consumers perceive the brand, including all identification elements, the product personality, and the emotions, associations evoked in the mind of the consumers. Usually, a brand image is a composition of both physical and psychological components of an image. Every corporation or corporate wants to generate a positive brand image, and to do so, you require two important elements. One is to have a good brand identity, which is accompanied by brand personality, and to get a good perception about the brand by positioning the brand into the minds of the consumers. So, what is a brand identity? Brand identity is nothing but it's a set of unique associations in terms of values, beliefs that are defined and created by the brand owner, who always asks this question, who is my brand? The brand identity is also the visible elements of a brand such as color, design, logo that identifies and distinguishes the brand in the consumer's mind in comparison to its competitors. So, there are two facets of brand identity that you need to understand here. One is the core identity. The core identity is the actual identity or the inert identity, which basically talks about the purpose of the brand, the vision, the mission, the values, the principles, and which is the association of the brand, which does not change over a period of time. Whereas the visual or the extended identity, which includes the logo, the color, the packaging, the look and feel of the brand, may change over a period of time based on the consumer's demand and on the evolving landscape of the market. Like humans, brand also have traits and personalities. Isn't it strange? But yes, it is the truth. You can see there are a lot of personalities that you can reflect. A brand may be strong, a brand may be kind, a brand may be motherly, a brand may be tough. So there are different type of factors that involve the brand personality, amongst which we can identify two major factors. One is the age, how long the brand has been existent in the market. How long has it been able to compete with its competitors? And second is the symbol. What kind of logo, what kind of design, what kind of colors have been used in looking at the look and the feel of that particular brand. When we figure out the brand identity and the brand personality, the next important step is what we need to do as an advertiser is to position the brand in the minds of your consumer. That is the most important thing, because that is why we are doing so much hard work as an advertiser to create a brand identity, to create a brand personality in order to have a good positioning in the minds of the consumer. So what is positioning? Philip Kotler, a great management expert, says that brand positioning is the act of the designing the company's offering and image to occupy a distinctive place in the mind of a target market. So, what do you want your consumers to perceive about you? What do you want your consumers to think about you? When they go to the market, you want them to prefer you rather than your competitors. In order to implement an effective branding strategy, an advertiser should be able to create a strong identity and a personality and should be able to position it impeccably in the minds of the consumer. Before you take up the task of brand positioning, there are important questions that you need to ask. The first question that any advertiser should ask is that, what positioning does the brand owns in the consumer's mind? What do the consumer think about me as a brand? The second question that you should ask is that, what positioning do you want to own? Yes, if the consumer already thinks about you in some way, do you want to change it? Do you want your consumers to think about it differently, or is it not you that the way that they have been perceiving so far? So this question also helps you to provide a proper positioning strategy. The third question that you need to ask is that, what are my competitors doing? What is their landscape? How far they have been able to implement a positioning strategy? Is their positioning the same as what I am, or what differently are they doing? Not to copy them, but at least to see what waters we are wading into. The last question that you need to ask is that, will my creative approach as an advertiser help my brand's positioning strategy? Here, I would like to quote an example of a leading AC company that came up with an advertisement, and that advertisement backfired them because they were not able to implement properly their creative strategy. Now, this is a failure. If your creative strategy is not able to back up your positioning plan, your positioning will not happen the way that you want to. After positioning, when we are existent for a very long time, the brands would want to innovate, would want to adapt to the latest marketing trends. For that, sometimes firms or brands would want to reposition themselves into the minds of the consumers. Though it is a very, very difficult task, because it is a challenge for the brand to erase the existing positioning strategy and to reposition themselves in a different way. How they can do that? They can do that by trying to understand the market properly, by trying to understand the consumer's pulse, and then implement the repositioning strategy. Otherwise, repositioning can go wrong if the messaging is not consistent, or if the consumers become confused with their creative strategy. Why do repositioning happens? Repositioning happens because there is a dynamic change in the marketplace. Of course, we cannot stick on to a typewriter when a computer is here today or a laptop is here today. So we have to keep evolving, we have to keep upgrading. The same happens with a brand also. The brand has to be dynamic. The brand cannot say that I am happy and I am settled over here. So you will have to continuously keep upgrading yourself, innovating yourself, and the repositioning also happens in case the brand is not able to fulfill its marketing objectives. Firms usually try to put up this process because they want to innovate or stand up with their competitors, but in the due course, they also tend to introduce a new product because their repositioning does not work out in one or the other way. So repositioning is a challenge, but it is an option if you want to survive in a dynamic marketing place. Few points to ponder. Brand and product are two different terminologies. Are used interchangeably but are not the same. Product is a marketable offering. Brand is everything that is being constituted in a product. Emotions, feelings, associations, values, beliefs, everything that is made up of a particular product goes into a brand. A brand is the one that tells a story to your consumers and captures consumers' attention. Brand image. The perception of your brand in the minds of consumer. What does your consumer think about you? What do they think about you when they go to buy that particular brand? Brand identity. This is something that helps you to distinguish between yourself and your competitors. Otherwise, mango juice will be mango juice, fruity will be fruity, slice will be slice. Brand personality. Something that helps to provide an human attributes or a characteristic to your brand. Whether it is a sturdy brand, whether it is a strong brand, whether it is a motherly brand, whether it is a loving brand, it all determines on the personality. Without brand identity and without brand personality, your brand cannot have a correct positioning into the minds of the consumers. Brand positioning, of course, for the one which we are striving throughout as an advertiser. Brand positioning is nothing but to position your mind effectively, your brand into the minds of the consumers. This is what you're trying to do using brand positioning. And this is done in order to garner a positive brand image as well as brand preference. Brand repositioning, though it is challenging, but if you want to survive in the dynamic workplace, marketplace, and to compete amongst with your competitors, you definitely need to reposition yourself. If not, and if you're not able to do so, always try to introduce a new brand rather than reposition. Finally, an advertiser creates a brand identity, includes a brand personality, and positions the brand into the minds of the consumers so that they are able to create a favorable place into the minds of the consumers and prefer your brand whenever they go to a marketplace. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good learning session with me. I hope to see you all next. Happy learning. Thank you.